one boundary for my wedding, and my fiancé's whole family turned against me. I'd been living with my fiancé Blake for 2 years when we finally set a date for the wedding. His son Liam was 10, and we'd spent months planning how to make him feel included without turning the whole event into a referendum on his parents' divorce. Blake and I had picked out his little tuxedo together. Liam was going to walk down the aisle with my niece. Everything felt like it was falling into place. Then Blake sat me down after dinner one night and said his ex-wife Paige wanted to come to the ceremony. I put my fork down. Absolutely not. Liam's worried about it, Blake said. He keeps asking if his mom will be there to see him walk down the aisle. She can see pictures. He's 10. He doesn't understand why his mom can't come watch him do something important. It's our wedding, Blake. Not a school play, not a co-parenting photo op. Blake rubbed his face with both hands. I know. I told her no at first. But Liam's been having nightmares about it. He thinks his mom is going to be sitting at home crying while everyone else is celebrating. That's not our problem. He's my son. I stared at him. And I'm your fiancé. This is supposed to be our day. I'm not asking you to seat her at the head table. I'm asking if she can sit in the back and watch her kid walk down the aisle for 30 seconds. I wanted to say no again. I wanted to tell him that Paige had spent the last 2 years making passive-aggressive comments about me being so young and so different from her, that she'd cried to Liam about how hard it was to see Blake move on, that she'd turned every custody handoff into a performance of wounded dignity. I wanted to say that letting her into our wedding would feel like letting her win some invisible competition I'd never agreed to enter, but Blake looked exhausted, and I thought about Liam, who was a sweet kid even when he was being difficult, who'd started calling me by my first name instead of avoiding me entirely, who'd helped me pick out flowers for the centerpieces last month. Fine, I said, but she sits in the back. She doesn't participate in any family photos, and she leaves before the reception starts. Thank you. Blake reached across the table and squeezed my hand. I know this isn't easy. It's really not. It's just the ceremony. She'll slip in, watch Liam, and slip out. You won't even notice she's there. I nodded, but I already felt like I'd made a mistake. 4 days later, Blake asked if Paige could sit in the third row instead of the back. Why? She can't see well from the back. She wants to actually watch Liam, not just be in the building. She can get glasses. Come on. Third row isn't that different from the back. It's still behind your family and my parents. You said she'd sit in the back. I know, but Liam asked if his mom could sit where she could see him. He's worried she'll miss the whole thing. Liam asked or Paige asked? Blake hesitated. Does it matter? Yes, he asked. She mentioned it to him and he asked me. I felt something tighten in my chest. So she's already using him to negotiate. That's not fair, isn't it? We stared at each other across the kitchen island. Blake looked away first. Third row, I said. That's it. No more changes. Thank you. I mean it, Blake. No more. I know, I promise. But I could already see how this was going to go. Every boundary I set was going to get tested. Every compromise was going to become the new baseline for the next request. And I was going to be the bad guy every time I said no. I texted my maid of honor that night. I think I just made a huge mistake. She wrote back immediately. What happened? Blake's ex is coming to the wedding. What? It's complicated. No, it's not. Tell him no. I already said yes. Then unsay it. Full story on my channel below.